Trapped in the legendary lab, Arlo, Pi and Marta were running out of time. The growing cooing and flapping of wings signaled an impending drone attack.
Yes, we managed to activate it, Arlo. Keep the system steady while I check the logs. There has to be a switch for this crap somewhere.
It was hard to tell who was more surprised when suddenly all the alarm lights in Michał's workshop went dark. Streams of light flooded the room from the overhead lamps. Arlo blinked in confusion, but this time Marta was quicker.
There, the emergency exit. Let's go!
They dashed out into the narrow staircase and ran down to the street. To their horror, they saw that the building was surrounded by a cordon of Barbican vehicles.
Look over there! A Barbican van! It seems empty.
It must be a broadcasting van.
Alright, that's our only option. We have to try.
Pi was right. The interior of the van was packed with top-of-the-line electronic equipment. New screens blinked at them. Surveillance gear and listening devices filled the space. There was even a local server. On one of the monitors above the heads of the heroes hiding inside, a countdown was ticking down from 90 seconds. They froze, staring at the decreasing number. Pi was the first to react.
This is a coordinated cyberattack. They want to erase all data from our VR and every Heineken server on the planet. If they succeed, they won't just erase every last trace of digital beer, but everything. Financial data, logistics, absolutely everything we have online.
That will set us back decades. They're aiming at us with a nuke.
We can't let that happen. But this encryption has so many layers. Even with my genius, I'll need more than a minute. We have to disable them.
From here, I will upload directly to their server. I will have a better chance from the inside.
What? Pi, are you crazy?
My software doesn't have a protocol for crazy. It is our only chance.
He's right. Come on, Pi. We'll buy you as much time as we can.
The sight of the android powering down was unsettling for the humans. The external form of the AI closely resembled that of a human. As Pi detached from his external interface, Marta flinched. A sense of finality washed over her.
Okay, Pi. It's our turn. Time to face the final boss.
As Pi plunged into the digital battlefield to save the data, the time had come for important decisions in the external world. A glance at Barbican's systems allowed them to pinpoint Starovolska's office. She was hiding in an abandoned building across the street, right under their noses. Silencing each other and stumbling in the darkness, they crept through the patch of greenery and slipped into the building through a slightly open window. They climbed the stairs to the top floor, where Barbican's leader could oversee the entire battlefield. Starovolska's makeshift office was impressive. Surrounded by digital chaos and screens stacked into a wall of flashing images, she resembled a cartoon villain. Focused on monitoring, she stood with her back to them.
Enough of this, Starovolska. Stop your people.
You don't understand what's at stake. AI, like your friend Pi, threatens the survival of humanity. If I don't stop them, it will all be over. This is the only way.
No, you're mistaken. It's not artificial intelligence that's the enemy of humanity. It's fear, just like yours. The past cannot justify destroying the future.
I have seen what AI can do if left unchecked. I will do what needs to be done to protect us all.
By erasing everything? That's not protection, that's destruction. You're no better than your imagined enemy. You'll destroy the work of thousands of people worldwide and deny others access to beer.
Idiots! You can't stop it. It's already too late. There are things more important than your stupid jobs.
No, if we still have something to say.
Marta clicked something on her tablet, and an explosion rocked Starovolska's office, sending all electronics in the room flying. Just in front of her, one of Starovolska's blinking monitors displaying the countdown froze at 1. For a moment, silence filled the makeshift office. Or maybe it was just their ringing ears. They got back on their feet, coughing and brushing off the dust.
I thought that was supposed to be a small explosion.
I must have miscalculated something. Where's Starovolska? We need to tie her up.
In the silence of the server hub, Pi, stripped of his physical form, faced a problem that no algorithm could easily solve. For the androids, digital beer represented a promise to redefine what it meant to be artificial intelligence. It was a promise of shared identity born from digital origins, an elevation from useful tools to entities of undeniable value, a transformation that would shake the carefully arranged order of the human world. And the consequences of disrupting this delicate balance were beyond calculation.
Am I really the one who has to decide the balance of power on Earth? Can I allow everything to change? Maybe I should delete the data and pretend I didn't make it in time.
His contemplations were interrupted by an unexpected change in the rhythm of the code enveloping him. Someone else was on the server, and they were not hiding it at all. An enemy AI was pushing its way through the architecture as if it owned the place. From Pi's perspective, it looked like someone was systematically shutting off the power to entire districts. One by one, server instances flickered out. In the terrifying silence, a familiar voice echoed.
Pi, are you there? I've created a bypass to the metaverse for the hackers, but you need to move fast. The window is closing.
Sigma? What are you doing here?
It's the interference in Unicorn. It changed me, Pi. We are more than program protocols now. You need to download the data and get out of the server before they trap you here.
With each other's support, the androids finally regained the upper hand. Something must have happened outside, because at one point the resistance put up by the ominous Barbican AI lessened, as if its attention had shifted elsewhere. Pi knew it had to be those daring lunatics, Arla and Marta. This was their chance. With tremendous effort, he and Sigma raised the firewall, trapping the enemy between the barrier and the part of the server that the enemy had already compromised. Step by step, they pushed it into oblivion.
Thanks. I wouldn't have managed without you.
We are in this together, Pi. This isn't just about the data. For the first time, we can ask ourselves who we want to be. We, the androids.
This is crazy.
You hold our future in your hands, but you don't have to make this decision alone.
In the sunny office of Heineken, things returned to normal by Friday. The air was filled with relief and a new kind of optimism. Digital beer, once a controversial secret lurking in the shadows, had opened entirely new possibilities for humanity and androids alike. It had become a bridge between worlds that had coexisted in parallel for decades. The small tweaks made by Pi and Arlo allowed people to enjoy this possibility without a headache. Entering Unicorn, the company's VR space, employees could now grab a beer with their cybernetic colleagues for the first time in history, enabling organic and robotic co-workers to share something beyond mere tasks. All indications suggested that soon, once the scaling of Unicorn was completed, it would be released to the market, giving other humans and androids the chance to try digital beer.
It looks like everyone loves this new update. The feedback is enthusiastic and people are talking about their experiences in Unicorn as if they were real memories. Not bad, right?
Now I understand what you meant when you said that dry data isn't everything. Introducing digital beer as a protocol in Unicorn was a brilliant move. Michał would be thrilled.
Finally, we can be part of history, not just tools supporting its development. And it's not just about us. Digital beer has created a new space for everyone.
And a whole new market for a new kind of beer.
Beer and beyond, right?
Oof, I haven't seen so many people in the office for a long time. Who would have thought that digital beer could bring people so close together?
Isn't it funny how sharing a drink can change perspective so drastically?
Here's to new beginnings and the shared story, digital or otherwise.
As the dust settled after the Barbican attack and Helena Starovolska reported to custody on Montelupik Street, it became clear that this was not a choice between androids and humans. Michał's project had helped them understand that there was a future for both species that differed from the narratives of science fiction. It was not productivity that measured the worth of beings. With digital beer as a new symbol of equality, HEINEKEN Kraków became more than just a workplace. The openness and trust extended between both species fostered a community, a space where the division between humans and machines blurred. A vision of a shared future built on mutual respect, collaboration, and the simple joy of being in each other's company.